Yo, yo Nito, yo Ping. Yo Wanson. Yo to everyone. I'm not praying. I am worshipping silence. Just being aware of nothingness in me. My only prayer is just to recognize inner silence, that's all. Pig, there is always this nothingness. Every second, it never leaves. KVP, trying to escape Matrix. Well, you can say that as well, I think. I know that I'm not gonna escape it. Best I can do is realize oneness. And total inner freedom of thoughts. Thank you, Nito. It's just here. Just some physical form. I'm escaping Matrix by diving deep inside myself. Beyond thoughts and emotions. I don't want to end up like most people do, never knowing who they are. Getting crazy in this society, angry, depressed. That's not for me. I'd rather stay present, stay fully aware of my true nature before emotions and thoughts arise in me. In that way I can let go of them. The only good day is yesterday. I don't know why you're saying that, King. Nito, why are you interested in my age? Wanson, what is the title? I don't see the title. Can I contact 4D people? What is 4D people? Wanson, you're saying the title of this stream is Now the Only Time? Or that's what you're saying just? Jo Bustogas. Advanced beings. Can I contact advanced beings? What do you mean by that? Why do I need to contact advanced beings? I don't try to do absolutely anything. What happens, that happens. That's nice, Wanson. KVP. The greatest peace is when you're not a slave to your thoughts. and emotions. That is the greatest peace, and you can reach it. Bustagas completely. It's like one mirror faced to another mirror. That's my comparison. KVP, you cannot live without thoughts and emotions. You can realize that you are not your thoughts and emotions. They will always be in you, but not in the same level that they are now. To live without thoughts and emotions means to be the observer of them. That's the short answer. KVP, who's talking in your head? You tell me if there's someone talking in your head. Or those are just thoughts, thinking out other thoughts. Yes, Wanson is right. Stay detached, always. There's something else in you without thoughts, emotions. And by thoughts I mean everything that is an image or word. Your dreams, your memories, your judgments, those all are thoughts. No, they are not KVP. Who is you? Do you know? Who are you? If you're saying these things, do you still believe in yourself, KVP? course I don't. Imagination is just something that happens in you. That's not you. KVP. You have to be strong, dude. Because only you can help yourself. Find some strength in you and use it. Don't let it slip away each and every day. Hello, Matthew. Are you not your purpose? Your true self is definitely your purpose. It contains everything you need, everything you could wish. KVP, can you observe your thoughts? When you say, I think, have you observed the one who thinks? Or you are new to this kind of things? You don't know how to do it. Well, try not to do anything with your thoughts. Don't try to solve them out. Don't try to solve out anything. That is how you observe. Don't participate. I bet you can do that for like 5 seconds. I know that's very hard. But if you randomly try to do that without any understanding why are you doing that, it will have no impact to you. You have never slept through a single night without having terrible dreams and sleep paralysis. KVP, you really need self-discovery and meditation in your life. You have to start digging in that direction. Music impacts in the mind and not in the self. Bustagas, what do you mean by that? KVP, I'm sorry to hear that actually. I know what's the reason for that, for your terrible dreams. But I don't know if you are able to deeply understand these things I am talking about. Because I am not talking about something you need to imagine or some fantasies. Observing your thoughts and emotions without giving them your attention. That's a real thing, real practice. Outside imagination. KVP, you don't need to erase anything. You need to let go. That doesn't mean they won't come back. But even if they will come back, you need to continue letting go. Thoughts are just flowing through your head. You don't necessarily need to stop them. When you stop some thoughts, they create more thoughts. You can use it for work, creativity, and so on. But for most of the day, you really don't need to touch any of your thoughts. And they will be there in the background. Not as much as you perceive them now. When you start to let go of thoughts, don't identify, like 70% of thoughts will be gone completely if you do this every day. There are so many like bullshit thoughts. And of course, if you let them go, that doesn't mean there won't be silly thoughts at all in you. But mostly there will be pure peace and silence. When we feel shocked by beauty or any form of art, when we feel shocked by beauty or any form of art, those has nothing to do with the self. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. Do you mean the real self? Your true self is not beauty or art. Beauty and art appears in your true self. Your true self is something constant in you that exists every second, real. Beauty and art is not in you or around you all the time, so it's not your true self. Hi Nito. KVP, is my ultimate form to become a god? Nope. I am a piece of God, but we all are. My ultimate form is to become blissful without any reason other than knowing who you are. But I'm not sure if I get your question actually. Wanson is trying to help KVP. Yes, KVP, try everything. Because there are so many different ways how to let go, how to become your true nature. There are so many theories about where we go after death. Which one do I believe in? Well, you said that right. I can only believe because death is something that our logical mind will never understand. Because when you die, you don't have your logical mind. How can mind know what happens after death? Mind death. If it's out of frame of logical things. KVP, I can tell you that everything just changed its form. Nothing really dies. But what will happen with human, you will never know. Your mind will never know. Nothing that dies can or will understand what happens after you die. But we all will experience the same thing, so no need to worry about. KVP, you know that there are so many theories, and no one of them is completely true, and you have to be okay with that. When you come to your true being, deep in this moment, you understand that thoughts about death are just thoughts. If you know how to let go everything, then you will let go as well fear of death. Thoughts about what happens after you die. I'm telling you for real, it's really no need to identify with anything that comes in you, any emotion, any thought, because that's just not who you are. Your thoughts, your mind was given to you by someone else. That's not you. Your body was given to you by someone else. Your parents, that's not you. Find what is your original self. Focus on that only. KVP, what you're saying about sleep paralysis, I don't know how you pronounce it. But listen, you are not the images. Try to dive deep in who you are. You are not the one who talks all the time in your head. These words were given to you, taught to you by someone else. I bet you feel like you are personality. But try to find that personality in your head. KVP, I actually feel that you could have potential to do this. Why not? But first you have to stop believing what you think. These are all mind-made stories. While you think, imagine, dream, you are not living. You are not being awake. You are somewhere in illusion, in your mind, imagining things. This moment is all there is, and this moment has no thoughts. It has no voice. Yes, KVP. There's too much stress in people. And in the core, this stress really comes from not knowing who they are. We can't live with people, we can't live without them. We are here to help each other. But this is just another thought that you believe is real. While you have body, there always will be other people in this world. So don't think about that. Okay, go KVP. Bye. Your thoughts haven't disturbed my peace at all, don't worry. There are no thoughts that disturbs me. Wish you the best, KVP. Haha to you as well, new name. Now when you're with the new MacBook, I understand you're busy. Yes and no at the same time. That's how life is. Both are true. New name. Think as hard as you can about that. Everything is possible. Just know who is the thinker in you. Don't get fooled by yourself. I hope you really do. I hope you're not just saying that. Only actions counts. You name it. If I sent to you a hoodie, you would have to wear it even when you sleep. But new name, I'm telling you for real, since you are the only person who's asking questions about hoodie, I will send it to you. Be patient. New name must have blocked you, can't see the messages. I doubt that. New name hasn't blocked anyone. No one has offended him. Try to refresh the chat. You'll go from your phone to laptop. Well, this vertical view is better for phone. But it would be interesting if you don't see new names comments in laptop as well. New name, have you blocked someone in this chat? Yes. Why I haven't? There haven't been so crazy people. Well, there have been some annoying people. I will admit that. But I give everyone a chance. many chances to know who they are before block them. Well, in this chat, I mean, not in their life. With new name, I have no idea. Why would you need to block one son? One son gives as well some cool advices to other people in chat. And I approve they are legit and cool. Yo, Wanson, do you see new name's comments? New name, you think you just want to be around people who can help you, and I can help him not to talk about. LGB. Wanson, he's talking about, I don't actually understand if he's hater of LGBTQ or I don't know. I don't know why there are haters at all actually about, well, there are things to hate in the world, for sure. But yes, new name. I am not as well hater or supporter. Same here. Yes, of course, new name. I actually as well don't find that useful to talk about those kind of things, at least in this channel, because that won't change a thing in my life. And that doesn't help anyone to realize who they are. I mean, if someone wants to just know about their true nature, they are all welcome here. and I will talk to anyone, everybody. One son, yes, I can tell, but I don't know what are limits to spiritual experiences. There are both physical and mental. I can tell you about both of them. If you mean, in this case, about experiences that are not just about being aware of your true nature, being in inner silence, then there are many interesting stories, if that's what you mean. Once, and if you're still here, just please give precision about what kind of spiritual experiences do you want to know. Smoking a joint. Once, and what kind of experiences do you want to know? Just all kinds. Like all kinds of spiritual. Or the most powerful ones. Yes. Different kind of visions. I can tell you a few. When my mind is super relaxed, my mind and my body, and there is completely dark around me. There are times when I see, I don't know what I see. That's the thing. The closest words could be some super bright particles in room, moving around, changing shapes. But they are not in colors as we are used to see. They are like, I don't know even how to describe them. They are alive. Sometimes when I have my eyes closed as well, there can be moments when I see a room around me, shapes, like chairs and stuff like that, with eyes closed. One of the most interesting experiences I had many years ago, like 12 years ago, when I was completely emotionally broken, but I was in spirituality and meditating at that moment of life. So I was broken, and I got home, just sat down on couch, and I just didn't want to live. Everything just fell apart, and I fell asleep. And I remember I opened my eyes and saw Saul in the room sitting right next to me, some man with long hair. And I freaked out I was trying to get up, and at that moment he pushed me back in the couch with arm on my heart. Of course, I know that there was no one in home besides me, but this was in different kind of reality. So he pushed me back in the couch, and soon as he touched me, I felt like lightning had struck my body, complete electricity. And again, at that moment I got up. He was gone, and I felt complete bliss. All the sadness I had at that moment and emotional breakdown was gone straight away. And I just went outside because I felt completely blissful. I felt this inner silence and emptiness, completely clear. And I just walked around because I felt I love everybody. In this state I lived like for 2 weeks. So that was interesting experience. You have seen through your third eye. Yeah, I think there is a thing like, I guess there is a thing like third eye. But I actually don't try to like develop some skills like this. If they appear in me, they appear. I just know that there is only one true thing worth really diving deep into, developing, getting better at. Everything else is just a happening. It will come and go. You also say you have seen a bright yellow sun in your third eye. Yes, that's interesting as well. I will call you U3 V2. Hello. U3 V2. Is there something in you actually that wants to know who you are? Or you just want to talk here some random things? I think that my ultimate nature is pure light. One sun. It is like that. And your ultimate nature this light comes together with pure joy. And peace. I don't know why, but it is like that, that our beings are warm, positive. Negative things can only stick to you, stick to us, but they are not our core. U3V2. I don't want to ban you yet. Once, and I don't know how to make you a mod, but I can't make you a mod yet because I like to give people many chances to be here. Maybe something will click in them. I bet you would ban this U3V2 dude already. What is my nature? I like peace. I like to search things, like look for things, discover, you could say. Onsen, what does mod do? I just don't know. What mods are for? New name. Are you asking what is your nature new name? U3V2, we are not banning you. Just don't type some useless things. Try to help the community. Once, and that means you're a mod already? I don't know. New name. Wait a second, new name. Once, and when I click add mod, there are two options: managing moderator and standard moderator. I really don't know what to choose. Managing can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Sounds, I don't know. Standard moderator can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. I feel like standard moderator is the thing. But one son. I mean, what kind of messages would you delete? U3V2, tell us your life story. New name, I will answer you. Sorry. You know, once I have very open heart. Yeah, I haven't seen them as well. Here you go, you are a mod now. New name. New name. Do you really don't know what your nature is? I mean, if you discover your true nature, you still can discover anything you want. You can learn anything you want, travel, do anything. When you discover your true nature, it's not like you have to sit all the time. New name, you want to travel between galaxies, that's not possible. Planets and see the beauty and the view, that's not possible. That's just not possible. You can do it if you learn to go out of your body, or if you learn conscious dreaming, you can do anything. You can travel anywhere. New name, you mean your consciousness. You are consciousness, but is consciousness for you a word? Is it for you? What is consciousness for you? Because consciousness doesn't end just in like perceiving everything. Consciousness can perceive itself as well. Do you are at this point where consciousness sees itself? That's where you want to be. That's where you find peace. Sorry I'm late in chat, but I will read messages. U3V2, actually you could change your nickname, because if I say your nickname all the time, like first word, you understand that each video is transcribed. YouTube algorithm understands what I'm talking about, and I don't want to attract here you understand what. Years ago, when you was younger, you met a girl who you liked, but she didn't like you because you are fat, and there it goes, you are single. I believe that you're not lying, but that's not your life story. And that's past. It doesn't exist anymore. Just let it go. You can be a better person at this moment. Smarter. If you don't like that you're fat, then work with yourself. Once and now sees new name. Oh yeah, I was talking from the viewpoint of my physical body. Yeah, I got distracted. Sorry. U3V2, I read your story. New name. U3V2, you got warned from Wansen. I don't know, I'm at the point, how can I find that out? New name. There is just one way in what you can find it out. Like, there are many methods, but try to let go absolutely everything till you come to something that you cannot let go. Dive deep into what this letting go means. It means don't get interested in your thoughts. Don't think them out. And if you're a scientist type dude, it will be almost impossible actually for you, but try not to give your energy to thoughts, your interest in them. Try to do that for like half an hour, maybe 10 minutes. New name, when you let go everything, you're just being. Well, you are just being, but what is this being? As what are you being? Dog. Um, Autobiography of a dog. This one of the best so far in this chat. Autocorrect is a great thing. New name. Being means you're being aware. New name. Can you try to find where your thoughts are starting? What is this place? Try to repeat some sentence in your mind, no matter few words or just one word. And do you see, do it silently in your mind, and do you see what is before this thought? Toby Rama, hello. Your second account. Maybe you got timed out, I don't know. But don't spam as well. We see you. You just typed one sentence about your life story, but does it really end there? Your interests? New name, you're trying, but you don't know, is it image? You can try also try to hold an image in you as long as you can. Of course, it will fade away, but where does it fade away? You know that these monks, when they chant something, and again and again and again, that's actually a practice, how to observe what's behind these words that they are chanting. New name, if you can. Thoughts like words in your mind will help better in your case. Try to just repeat one thought, one sentence, one word. Try to repeat it slowly so other thoughts won't slip, won't get in your head. And try to see from where thoughts are arising. And there are different words that describes this something from where everything is arising in you. But it doesn't matter because it's real. In this moment, you can recognize it. Some call that emptiness. Some call that silence. Some call that space in them. Peaceful place, vibrating place. You're seeing that the thoughts you're thinking, when you let them go, or try to stop thinking, they dissolve. So, when they dissolve, is there another thought coming right after that thought? Are your thoughts endlessly arising in you? Being an observer or witness is key. Yes, and you must feel in you, new name, what that means to just witness or observe. There is big difference if you just witness or you jump in thoughts and solve them out. Because you must understand, if even there is someone sorting out thoughts in you, you must witness that as well. Just witness. You can see they are appearing out of dark place, but you're trying, how or where are they coming from in that black space? Once, new name. You don't need to close your eyes. If you're looking at physically black space, hold your eyes open. Look in your mind with eyes open. And I hope you're not in some busy environment, like there's not much happening around you. You're saying, okay, when they dissolve, other thoughts are not coming. So, what is between one thought till another thought comes? What is in between them? Because if you will find what is in between two thoughts, you will understand that it is present in you as well, while your thoughts are going through your mind. That thing, I will say thing, that is in you between two thoughts is also there in you, while these thoughts arise. How could you try to describe what is this between two thoughts? When you try to sort out or try to fight them, other thoughts come. Yes, and if fighting thoughts happens, just watch it. Don't try to fight them more. The one who fights thoughts, the one who fights thoughts is just a thought itself. Maybe it has like more of emotion to it than the thoughts who are being fighted. But that's the only difference. Observe different emotions to different thoughts and just observe them as well. You used to fight thoughts a lot, like you thought it was necessary for your improvement. That's all good. We all do that. So even if thoughts weren't coming, you used to bring them up purposefully. That's why you was suffering. Actually, that's the thing. We suffer when we force ourselves to think, because it is really not possible to find yourself while you force thinking. It can sound strange, but believe me, I don't force my thoughts, and my mind works very clear. I can create, I can play chess, do everything with mind, thoughts, but I don't force them. At the beginning, it's very strange. And you have to sacrifice something from you. And that is this old pattern of forcing thoughts, forcing answers. This forcing must stop. If you force your thoughts, that may appear in physical world around you as aggression. Someday. You must be completely unaggressive to your thoughts. If some thoughts just don't come in you, let it be that way. Then it's not meant for you. That's how you got into spirituality. Yes, new name. These kinds of things gets you in spirituality. But if you want to dig deeper, then believe me, everything I said is not a lie. Once you can go for long periods without thinking much at all, just experiencing the present moment of now. Once, and that's why you're moderator. Because it's really like that. It really should be like that. A new name. I really hope you will experience what is this now. Now is eternal. Yes. This moment is eternal in deepness and in just existence. New name, you are in the present moment. You can stay happy for like days. New name, I don't know, maybe you are aware of true self. Maybe you just don't have words to, like maybe you just don't put it in words. This state. But either way, I want to know from you, what are there in you between two thoughts? Can you recognize it? Because you have felt it. You already know it. Everyone who is alive, at least few times, actually many times in life, have experienced their true nature. No one just have told them that. They have not been learned, teached. What is this? So they just forget that. Because everyone around us lives in this dreamlike state where you think all the time, non-stop, thought after thought after thought. This is why it's super hard to recognize who you are, because no one talks about that, no one lives like that. Everyone lives in constant thinking state. And you can get rich in this way. You can live happy life in this way. You can be happy. But this is not the happiness that comes from feeling oneness, feeling your true nature. That is different kind of happiness. Just if everything is good in your life. That's not real happiness. Real happiness is as real in this moment as this inner state that I'm talking about, what is between your two thoughts. There is a thing called unconditional happiness. And it cannot be reached by just living good life with good job, good friends and so on. That's not the same. Same is with love. Those are completely two different things, like love when you love your family or your girlfriend, wife, dog, or you experience unconditional love. That is something like 20 times more powerful. Sorry, I didn't read chat. Onsen, your name in real life is Onsen being now. You changed it 10 years ago. Are you for real? That sounds very cool, but are you for real? Isaiah Hesta. This mindset is really powerful, to not force anything and let ourselves be activated. But after you have that and get along with ourselves, ignoring God as the creator of everything is not the move. Yes, of course you don't have to ignore God in you. You have to recognize it. New name. I'm thinking right now, like, how does one thought come and then another one about that thought comes? How and what is the system like if you are not understanding what I am understanding what you're saying. We are taught that there is thinker of thoughts, there is you, that you is the thinker, that you are some kind of personality. But in truth, there are only thoughts that thinks about other thoughts. Many voice layers. And not many people knows this. You can know this only in deep meditation, deep understanding, being honest to yourself. What is this system like? Why is this happening like that? I guess you're asking that. I'm gonna be real. If you want to try find out, that's a big trick of the mind. Because when I first started going deep in this silence, my mind wanted to get so many different answers all the time. I understood that this is never-ending process to my mind. And while this is happening, it's just like fuel for this process. It will never stop in this way. You will never become observer where if you're so interested in seeking answers for your mind, like how thoughts works. Of course we can discuss about that. Of course I can tell you something, how that happens, but like in this moment, you will be the biggest winner if you could just lose interest right away in you who wants to know. How can that be one thought after another thought? How this works? This is how giving energy to thoughts happen. Either are you in love with your thoughts, or in love with just observing. And this is a big change in inner life. This is big difference. Being observer is like turning around completely your mental world. See, what are you panicking here? Yo, moderators, first deleted message, congrats. Sivak, you meditated last night and you saw the future. Sivak, don't worry, I see the future every night. Nothing bad is gonna happen. I'm not kidding, actually. There are lots of things that change in mind when you stop being the thinker. Lots of new skills develop. Sivak, don't worry about mods. As you see, there is only one deleted message. And we all see that U3 V2 person is spamming. Guys, sorry. On this note, I have to go to our stream. I could be here actually for 5 more hours. But it's very late actually. We'll be here tomorrow. We will continue nothing. We will continue nothingness. U3 V2. Why are you swearing, man? Why are you angry? By new name. I am not angry at you, U3 V2. But you are spamming. U3 V2. You understand that there are topics in chat that is worth answering, and there are things in chat that just are not worth it. Dark waters and fire. Siva, maybe you saw like many thousand years future, because sun will end one day. Now I can't end stream because everyone's hyped up about Sivak's dream. I don't want nobody to be worried. But of course, in some parts of life, each day comes some great suffering. No doubt about that. Hi U3 V2. You predict Andrew Wilson. Guys, sorry. Guys and girls. Yo, see if I try to dream some more details